Hey there, and thanks for stopping by to check out my channel. Now we've got a slightly different video format in the works here for you, and that this is going to be an instructional type video focused on communicating as a sniper team. In particular, getting yourself and your partner onto the same target downrange. Now if you're like me, you're trying to talk somebody onto something, you might look downrange and say, you see that tree out there, you come down to the right of the tree, in that draw there's a target that's half shaded. It's very vague, slow, and really not that effective. Well, I recently got to shoot with my buddy Nick at the Kinetic Comps Marathon Mountain Challenge held at the Day Mountain Ranch in East Idaho. This was a super fun match. This is going to be a team sniper challenge which really forced you to work with a partner to find targets and engage them rapidly, as well as manage all of your gear. Now I'm going to have a full lessons learned video coming, so stay tuned for that. But leading up to that video, I worked with my buddy Nick. He's active duty in the Army right now. He's got a ton of precision rifle experience, and he was able to help me rapidly get on target. He showed me some pretty quick and easy methods to find something downrange, describe to him what I'm seeing, so that we're both able to get on that same target and engage it. Very, very prescriptive method, and that's what I want to share with you in this video. So I actually filmed this segment to put into the lessons learned video, but I felt like it was very impactful and worth pulling out into its own standalone video. So that's what we've got right here. Now, what you're going to see in this video is an example scenario. You're going to see myself and Nick. We're going to be behind glass, behind our rifles, looking out at a wide open space. Nick is going to find something downrange that he wants to get me on. So for example, we're on a stage, he's found a target, and he needs me to get on it as well. So you're going to see us work through that example. And what you're going to see Nick do is start out in very broad terms. So he's going to look downrange. He's going to use very broad things. We're going to agree on some things that he's going to lay out. Yes, we agree on range center. We agree on range close and range far. And from there, he's going to talk me onto other very noticeable items. Then we'll go to glass, and then we'll use the reticle in our scope to get on that item. Now, as you listen to this exchange between us, you're also going to hear me give feedback. Yep, I'm on it. Here's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to confirm back to my partner. So this is going to be super fun. If you're curious of how to work as a team and get on the same target, then stick around, because I think this video is going to be awesome. This is the exact method that Nick and I used quite successfully in the match. As we work through this video, you got to let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this type of content? Do you want to see more like this from me? And if so, I'd love to hear your ideas of other concepts to cover. So with that, let's get into it. Where we've set up our gear, we're looking downrange, we're looking for targets. In this example, Nick is going to find a target and he's going to talk me onto it. So here you're going to be able to hear kind of the communication and how we're able to get on to the same point. So what you're going to be seeing, I've got a camera in front of me looking at us, camera behind me looking downrange to give you a wide view. Then I've got the scope mate running so that you can see through my scope. Now with that, Nick's going to throw his rifle up. He's going to find the target and get me on it.
Okay, so the very first thing I want to do is identify some limits to you: left, right, near, far, and center. A lot of those you can skip over, as long as you get your left and your right, especially if you've been working with a partner for a very long time. Okay, and you're both in tune with what each other is looking at. So up here in front of us, what do we have? We have a house and then two canyons. So I'm looking at, very easily identifiable and major features on the landscape here. And this, from where I'm sitting, this chimney on the house, I'm just going to call that range center.
Okay.
So I'm imagining an infinitely long straight line just going up towards the sky, starting at that chimney.
Okay.
Everything to the left, range left, everything to the right, range right.
Which for me, range left is very blocked. So I see the chimney and then I have a big bush that's blocking my view.
Yep, and that's just something that we'd have to work around, build a better position if we needed to shoot you over on that left canyon hillside.
Okay.
So you see the first canyon, that first ridge line sloping down to the right.
Yep. So I'm gonna estimate that at 300 yards.
Yep. So about 300 yards away, we're gonna identify that as range middle.
Okay.
So everything further is far, everything closer is close.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk you onto something that I picked out. I want you to find range center.
Okay.
And go to range center deep.
Range center deep. So up over top of the chimney. So
Yep.
range center deep, what I'm gonna see is that second ridge line, there's a bit of a rounded kind of bluff there with some rocks on it.
Okay.
So I'm looking up at the very top.
So at this point, I want you to execute or do this by eye. I'll just say, hey, by eye, identify, range, center, deep. And you did a great job. You're describing what you're looking at to me.
Yep.
And at this point in time, I would just cut you off as soon as I'm confident that you're where I want you to be looking at.
So I'm in the ballpark.
So from now, I want you see the house in front of us?
Yes.
Come up about 3 finger widths in height and come to the left of the chimney about 2 fingers.
Okay.
By eye, identify the lone green tree that's maybe a thumb's width from the ridgeline.
Okay, so 3 finger widths above the chimney, I actually see 2 trees. One on the right ridge that is a large tree with a small bush just to the left. And then you wanted me to come
so
to the left.
Go to glass on that tree with a small bush that you just identified.
I'm on it.
Okay, from the small bush, come to the left 20, 30 mils.
30 mils. So that's like the very edge of my trimmer 3. Okay, I have another lone tree.
Okay, go ahead and describe its surroundings.
So around the lone tree, I have on the left kind of a gravelly rock bed, and at the base of that is a gray dead bush.
Okay, that's the correct tree. Go ahead and come another 14 mils to the left, and I'm identifying a very pale white shale rock. It's approximately 0.8 mils wide.
14 mils left. So I have a rock left about 10 mils.
Okay, go ahead and describe its surroundings to me.
So the rock at 10 mils, I'm going to describe it as, well, I'm going to call it 0.8 wide. So 0.8 wide, and then to the left of that rock, about 2 mils, is a dead gray bush.
Okay, that's your target. Stand by for range.
Okay.
I got it at 922.
I have it at 919.
Okay, come up 7.3.
Okay. And that's where, all right, there we go.
And there we go, we're both on the same target. So at this point in time, if you're the primary shooter, what I'll be doing for you to ensure that you hit the target is just working through a wind call. Out here in the canyons, in Idaho and Colorado, everywhere, the wind is very, very tricky in landscape like this.
Well, especially here, dude, we're in the trees.
Yep.
So we're in the trees here, we're shooting across 2 canyons.
Yeah.
And we saw that this week.
So we're gonna be having to deal with 2 canyons worth of wind in order to connect up there.
I tell you what though, your scientific method using like fingers, we all have fingers that we can measure with. That was maybe the best trick that you taught me.
Yep.
And then once you get into the glass,
I can't take credit for it. Whoever
dude, then you
started using that with machine guns 60 years ago. It's stuck with me.
Well, man, it
Whoever
works.
made that, but.
So there's just a quick example of the communication that Nick and I used throughout the match. That it worked well when I remembered how to do it. So I'm not the best at it. I'm still learning. But I tell you what, being able to measure and get on those targets really, really is critical. You know, if you want to see more content like this, let me know. Maybe we do something more in depth in a future video. And that's it. There's an example of working as a sniper team to get both people onto the same target. And I tell you what, the method that we laid out here, once you understand how it works, it's so simple. It's so much more effective than saying, oh, you see that tree over there, come down from the tree. You're able to use measurements and communication between partners to rapidly get on something. So as you saw in the video, we started out very large. Range center was going to be kind of that silver smokestack on the cabin. Range close and range far divided by a very obvious kind of slope there on that mountainside, made it very clear. And then you saw Nick get me on to say a bush down range. We went to glass, we used the reticle to come over X number of mils. And throughout the whole process, you heard me giving feedback of what I'm looking at to confirm, yes, I'm on the right item, or no, I'm not. So I tell you what, that's what we use in the match. This was my first experience using kind of a prescriptive method to work with a partner and get on targets. I don't know, go out and give it a little bit of try for yourself. I'd love to hear your feedback. Is this something you're already doing, say with a partner when you shoot? Is this something you want to go out and try with your partner? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, do me a solid and help me grow this channel. It's really simple. Like this video and comment, that is huge. Subscribe, let me know you want to see more content like this by subscribing to this video. And also, if you check out the campsite bio below, what you're going to find is connections with all of my partner companies. And in some of those, you'll find benefits for yourself, as well as some of those will give me a slight kickback when you make a purchase. So with that, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll stay tuned to join me in my next video.